Good evening and welcome to tonight's show from DJNTV, Disc Jockey News TV. Tonight's show is brought to you by Electra Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ Trivia, ODYSSEY Innovative Designs and Cases, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and the DJNTV Insiders.
Donnie's like, what the F did I walk into?
The other kid's like, screw it, I forfeit. Like, I'm out of here.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's show. We're going to just turn them down for just a second here. So you guys won't be hearing them as we start up tonight's show out here on DJNTV and out there on some of the photo booth channels. Tonight, we have got a lot. There we go. Now I can bring the volume back up on the room. Tonight, we're going to be kind of going through and talking a little bit about some of the things that some of our presenters that will be at this year's show starting next Monday, some of the things they're looking forward to in Vegas, which doesn't always coincide just with the things at the show. And I wanted them to kind of, because most have been there a time or two or many a time, and everyone's got their little thing that Vegas becomes part of their life after you've been there a couple of times. So that's why I wanted to have everyone jump in and share that tonight as we get ready for next week's show. If you are like wondering what I'm talking about, DJNTV and Photo Booth Expo came together and we're putting on a big convention at the South Point Casino next week. You can go to photoboothexpo.com or djntv.com/show, and that'll take you to the two perspective pages for those two events. You can still get tickets. You can still come and join us if that would work into your schedule. If you can't make it, next year, about the same dates, we'll be doing it again, and you'll be able to join us then. So let's jump into it. I think I've got you guys back with the volume. Somebody say something, please.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
Mitch,
Okay.
was that you? I swear, Mitch.
So let's just kind of share some things. And Big Daddy, you've been itching to share what you've been looking forward to. And what I mean by that is that when we started and connected, he just right away was going to be sharing. And it's like, save it for the show, so that way we can be surprised. So,
All right. First of all, from my heart, John, you know I would do anything for you because folks out there listening, this man right here is truly one of the greatest people I know. I'm honored to have him as my family. I am honored to help be a part of the initial show that we're doing. Number one. Number two, Ben Stowe is 1A. Ben Stowe is going to be presenting a seminar, my friends, that has really nothing to do with electronics or anything. Because as I tell Ben every time I go to see his seminars, I have no clue what the man talks about. I know how to put the speaker plugs in my speakers and turn the thing on. After that, Ben, help me. So Ben is going to be talking about something. Folks, if you're not going, you have no idea what you're missing. Not just with Ben, with John, with Howie, everybody that's going to be a part of this. This is going to be the beginning of something new. Jordan and I are going to be doing something that probably has never been done before. We got 50 minutes to talk about old school versus new school. And some of the things that we've come up with, we can't wait to share. But I'm just looking forward to hanging out at the South Point because I love the South Point, number one. Number two, it's closer to my favorite restaurant in Vegas, the Bootlegger.
I was just going to say, it has to be Bootleggers.
Yes, it does, Betty. And if you're in Sunday night, you're joining me for dinner.
Count me in. Count me in.
Oh, please. But you know what? The whole premise of everything that's going on, and I am just so honored to be a part of it with all of my friends and family.
I don't know if
Ben, you're the opener, right?
Dinner, actually, I gotta make weight for my wrestling match with Howie. So
Oh, that's okay. We can make that a no. We can make that a false count anywhere match. We'll have Howie come with us to dinner. We'll finish it at the Bootlegger. It'll be perfect.
Oh, that could be a bad idea.
That's okay. I've done worse.
I'll wrestle for cupcakes.
All right.
Oh, boy.
You know what? My money's on you, Howie.
It's a throwback to the last time I saw you, Ben.
So, yes, my friend Ben is opening. You don't want to miss that. There's so many more things happening. And, John, is it okay if I mention what Bill Herman is doing?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Awesome. For those of you that haven't seen it up on Facebook, please check out Bill Herman's page, my page, whoever's page. Jason Jones was supposed to be out there. Bill Herman is taking his place in the seminar workshop, and all the money that the people that come or want to throw money in, whatever the case may be, goes to the Jones family, we all know that cancer sucks, and we are one big family, and family wants to help family in this one. So that's another thing you want to check out with on Bill Herman's page, or even the DJNTV page, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, if you guys want to do a donation towards Jason, we've had, I think we're approaching around $3,000 that's come in the last few days. You can go up to the direct link is to go to djntv.com/Jason. That will take you to a PayPal link. And from there, you can enter a dollar amount, and then whatever comes in there goes directly to the Jones family. That comes into our PayPal account, but then I turn around and send it to Jason and Kelly and such. So that will help them as they're in this stage 4 cancer fight that Kelly's in right now, and it's a tough battle, and they're having some health issues right now, and it's not a good time, but every little bit helps them to be able to make things just a little bit brighter as they're going through these things.
Amen, friend.
One less stressor in their lives. So, well, good. Yeah, it was nice that you started out with all those kind words and such about me, Big Daddy, before we started that. And of course, I need to now tell you of all the extra things I need you to do at the show. Well, we'll get to that later.
Well, we're going to start recording.
Whatever you want, kid.
Yeah, because of the Bill Herman. Bill Herman's been my MC for my events wherever we've done the events, whether it's been Minneapolis, Dallas, wherever. This year, of course, Bill filling in for Jason during a couple of periods of time. We're going to have Big Daddy coming in and introducing a few folks on Monday and doing some things with that. So we'll be in great hands between Bill Herman and Big Daddy, speaking from the stage and getting people up and moving around. So looking forward to that.
Honored.
I want to say this about Big Daddy. He said some nice things to start us off, and that's just who he is. And I think everybody who knows him knows that's just what runs through his core, and somebody used a phrase the other day, actually to describe me, but it's funny because when he said this, it made me think of Big Daddy. He said, "You're like chicken soup." And I thought, well, explain that to me, And he said, "You just make everybody feel better." So Big Daddy, you're like chicken soup and cotton candy and ice cream and Star Wars movies all wrapped into one, so.
Thank you, my brother. I love you. And I can't wait to give you a big hug.
I'm looking forward to it. Truly, truly am. And it's interesting that you said that my presentation is going to be non-technical. And of course I do have a technical one, it just wouldn't be me if we didn't do something nerdy the next day. But it's interesting. We started talking about, Jason and his wife and their struggles and all those kinds of things. And this is so deeply personal. That's the whole point of that. Hopefully I can kick this thing off, in a way that just reminds us all what we're doing. We spend more time, I think, with each other than we do our families sometimes, certainly when we think about the hours in our offices and the hour with our clients and all those kinds of things. So, this is personal,
Yeah.
That's what we've lost. Honestly, Ben, I think one of the big things, like you've got Mitch Taylor, who is truly my sales guru and everything else. And we tease each other, everything else, but the man, his family, he brought me into his house and his home. This is what's missing from our business because we get so caught up in the business, if you will, taking care of other people's needs, other people, everything. We forget about, we lose the family, if you will. Mm-hmm. We are all one big family as far as I'm concerned. I was on the phone with Kat last night for a while. Let me tell you something. You are blessed to have those kids working for you, my friend. They are wonderful, wonderful people. You are one of the greatest people I know. You have a wonderful family, and anytime, anywhere, anybody needs anything whatsoever, even if no matter how small anybody thinks it is, I'm here. We are here. Folks that are out there listening, we are here. It's not just about education. It's not just about building your business. It's about life. Because look at what's happening outside right now. Look at the social media right now. People are getting rid of people in their life because of what they say in social media. Folks, grow up. Don't lose the fact of what we do for a living.
You know, John, I just realized, and I think it's too late now, no givesies, backsies, but you probably should have had him do the keynote. You know, you're right, Big Daddy, and this isn't part of my presentation. I don't want to give that away, but my speech, but we've lost the art of disagreeing agreeably.
Correct.
We've lost the ability to discuss and debate different viewpoints and to grow from that. But that's a different topic, I think, and that's a different show. So, you know, by the way, speaking of personal, and I've known John a long time, and I, you know, everything you say about him is absolutely true. But there's moments when you get to test somebody's mettle a little bit, and you really get to see what they're made of. Like just a couple days ago, when I showed up at his house at about 6:30 at night on Valentine's Day, and Lori answers the door, and she says, "Are you lost?"
As long as you had flowers and candy, you were in good shape, pal.
No, well, you know, I mean, yeah, that then no, I knew better. I didn't want her to know about, you know, how much I really like John. So, but you know, poor John, he was fighting a little bit of a cold right then too. So here it is, Valentine's Day, and it's, you know, dinner time, and I show up with stuff that you know, for him to ship out to Vegas, and he's trying not to, you know, just die or, you know, whatever this cold he's got, and, you know, make the guy go outside. And anyway, you know, what a champ. So you're right. We do appreciate you. And gosh, as I look at the screen, that's what I see. I see family. I mean, Howie and Big Daddy covered you, and Mitch. I mean, gosh, my brother from another mother, you know, and Donnie. Gosh, I don't remember what year it was. My wife was out there in New York, but it's like family, you know, it's like family. So, anyway.
Mitch,
what's the topic you wanted to talk about, John?
Because we're not on topic, but I mean, I can speak about those things you guys talked about for days, honestly. I had a conversation with a groom today in a meeting, and we got talking about Mother-Son Dance, and groom started tearing up because I explained to him how we want to make it a little bit more than just time for the Mother-Son Dance, which is what the vast majority of DJs will do.
Yep.
And he started tearing up because he lost his biological mother at 5 years old. And his mother that raised him stepped in at 7 years old. And we got real personal about how we want to create that moment. I handed him some tissues, and we connected over that. That, to me, is what this business is all about.
Amen.
Feelings are greater than money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%.
So I just, and again, this conference is going to be amazing. And what you want to get out of Vegas goes beyond just the sheer numbers of what you invest and the sheer numbers of what you want to reap out of this in your bank account. It's the sheer numbers of people that you can affect in your life and grow beyond where you are currently. That's why you should be in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't want to give away what I have put together for a speech, because
you just did.
I'm a simple-minded guy, and I just take everything I got.
I'm telling you.
As I look at the screen, you know, I see all of your faces, and I know that all of you are customers of ours. And I honestly couldn't tell you how much any of you have spent in the last month, year, or lifetime. I don't have a clue, but I could tell the world some deeply personal things about you, but obviously there's cherished things, you know. And Mitch is like, "I'll order more. Just don't say anything." Okay, yeah. No, you know, I guess that's me just saying that's exactly how I feel about it. I don't think about the metrics or the customer number or, you know, where your stock is today based on what you've bought. That's just never been part of the thing for me. So it'll be, I'm excited, if not slightly nervous, to really speak from the heart. And I'm going to be pretty vulnerable in that moment on the stage. I'm going to say some things that, probably a good CEO wouldn't say in front of their customers and potentially their competitors. And, but it's for a higher purpose. It's for a greater calling. What we have an opportunity to do as an industry, and so I'm excited about it. So, and then fortunately, the next day I get to jump right back into my comfort zone and do nerdy stuff. And man, this presentation keeps evolving, because every time, I go work a concert or something, I think of a new way. I'm like, oh, I could just do that. Oh, that's going to be great. Oh, good. Yeah. So those who are coming to the masterclass, prepare to put your nerd boots on, because we're going to get down to it. So
Nerd boots.
Awesome. That's my boy.
I'm hoping that I could sneak away from the front of house and get in the back of the room and go, I know that guy.
Oh, Howie.
Howie. Donnie Lewis, how are you, babe?
What's up, Big D?
So, Donnie, give us a little shout. What kind of things? What are you looking forward to in Vegas this year?
I'm looking forward to everything. I mean, I love everything that you put together for the show itself. I love the philosophy behind how you put the show together. So, I'm looking forward to it being something different, And I'm looking forward to flying out first class with the wife and enjoying the drinks on the plane and then getting out there.
Did you guys see, Donnie, I mean, obviously, I remember us talking years and years ago, and I said that I knew you would be a rising star in the industry, and you've certainly proven me right in spades. But did you guys see the poster for this event? Did you see the faces on that thing?
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? Like, obviously I'm looking at, dear friends and colleagues here, but there's a lot more. I mean, good gracious.
Yeah, there's a ton of personality to the event, which is awesome.
Well, and I think it says a lot about John, to be honest with you. I don't want to turn this into just a great big slapping each other on the back festival, but there's a lot of that to go around. I think it says a lot about John when you look at the quality and the caliber of the people who've agreed to be a part of it. So,
and it's also people, if you look at that don't really normally do. There's a bunch of people. There's Stephanie Rifkin, who's never done one on a national level like this. She's awesome. She's going to be amazing. Yes. And all the other people that you don't normally see at the bigger conventions. It's great to see more outside the box, if you will, and different faces that are going to be sharing their knowledge with us. And, you've got your Nick Spinelli. Nick Spinelli right now is a rock star. And I promise John will keep it PG. I promise you.
But he can't swear.
Yeah, exactly. He's been practicing.
I swear.
Good luck with that.
Mitch, shut up. I'll slap you. But, and Ben, you're right. It's just look at that poster. There are some people that have never done this before. Isn't that awesome? That says a lot about what is going to be evolving in the future.
I might print that poster out. I was just thinking, 26 years I've done this. I've been in some pretty awesome places. I've worked with Grammy winners and Rock and Roll Hall of Famers and all those kinds of things. And I may print out this poster and say, I did this. I was there. I might do that.
You were there for the first one, Ben.
Everyone needs something for their dartboard.
Ben, 26 years, did you say?
26 years.
Did you start when you were 5?
Yes.
He did. It was incredible.
Actually, literally, I did, but not in this. That's not I'm not counting there. But it's interesting if you do somehow manage to sit through my keynote, I will make a reference to being 5. So
awesome.
Yeah, just for you,
Ben. I'm so looking forward to it. You have no idea. Definitely.
Mitch just came up with a good after hours drinking game.
Oh, perfect.
Mitch always comes up with an after-hours drinking game.
Rookies need not apply.
Amen.
I just want to know who's going to be the bullseye on the dartboard.
Okay, so to me, I think that the few hidden gems here on the schedule. 2 of the hidden gems for me personally are Michael Lenstra, who is speaking on Wednesday, And this is all about, and I know Michael, he's a great talent. Seen him at a few shows over the years, from Disc Jockey News conclaves to Midwest DJs Live and other events. But Michael is really one of those guys who has seen it, been there, done that, and is willing to share and just open book. The other one that I think, honestly, is probably one that, gosh, you have to have your butt in a seat for this one. And that's my good friend, Glenn Roush. Glenn doesn't speak very often on stage, but this man has grown his company from, small boutique, single op service in Dallas into one of the biggest, no pun intended, forces in the Dallas Metroplex.
Absolutely.
So you want to learn about operations, you want to learn about growing a company in today's world, Glenn Roush is the guy to learn from.
He was amazing at Midwest DJ Live, Bev, and I can just imagine what he's come up with more from that.
Yeah, I just chatted with Glenn today, and again, we're bros, but still, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen him, you got to see him, and he's right after Ben, so just wake up after Ben's done, and you'll be ready to go for Glenn. So, love you, Ben.
After Glenn gets done, everybody's going to say, Ben who? Ben what? That's all right.
There's
not at all, my friend.
Yeah, there's a few others too I'm looking forward to seeing too. But again, those two you really stand out to me. So,
nice. Excellent.
John, you want to talk about things out of the show in Vegas? Or?
Actually, that's where I want to take you, especially because Mitch, you've been to Vegas numerous times, as Ben has.
Yeah, over 200 for me. So
yeah,
I haven't been that many.
I don't forget. I'm not counting anymore.
Yeah,
so.
and then he gets, what's he get excited about? That I got through security quick, and that's the excitement of Ben in Vegas. But Mitch, something beyond the show. If there's something that's the next thing that you're excited for that isn't educational within the show confines of the show itself, what's another thing that would stand out that you're excited to see or experience?
Well, it's Vegas. There are world-class shows and entertainment and performers in Vegas. And if you just go and study a show, go for the entertainment of it too. But if you just go and study and watch the performers and how they always stay in character, you can learn something from that. Specifically, how they take an audience through the journey of the show from beginning to end, and how even Blue Man Group, you have a show before the show, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. And the food is great too. I'm a big fan of a few different restaurants in Vegas area. But to me, entertainment outside of the actual conference is really, really good. Some great talent on the decks, of course, at the different nightclubs. If you're into that, if you want to see more of the show side of things, Vegas has a ton.
Mm-hmm. And it does.
This is my second time. That's it.
That's it?
Jeez.
That's
Donnie.
it.
You're
That's
pulling our leg, doesn't
Donnie!
It's my second time. That's it.
Dude.
Yep. Mobile Beat last year, and then this year, yeah.
So what did you do your first time in Vegas, Donnie?
Went to Mobile Beat.
That's it?
That was it, man. I'm
no
a
nightlife, no entertainment, no food.
No. Well, I definitely ate. We ate with a bunch of different people at some different spots. It was cool. I couldn't really tell you where I ate, so the food was good.
I've been in that party.
Hold on, folks.
Like I said, he doesn't remember it.
No, there's a lot of places you can stop to get an alcoholic beverage as you're walking the strip. So
there's one or two.
Yeah, if you can't find a drink in Vegas,
something's wrong.
So let's continue around. Ben, something non-show related that's one of those things that is part of the Vegas experience that make you say, "Oh yeah, that's that. I like that."
Well, for me, all roads lead to food, and you could do an entire show on Vegas food. But one of the other things I really like, and I have so many friends like Donnie just reminded us that going to Vegas 200 times in your life is not normal,
Right.
And it's sort of a casualty of our industry. But so I have so many friends that I meet. They're there for their first time or second time or third time. And, I can get them on this trip and we can see Bellagio and still get to Mirage in time for the fire show. And it's sort of, I love to kind of live vicariously through them and see how, kind of magical and mystical the place can be at times when you've got New York and you've got Paris and you've got a pyramid, within blocks of each other. But also me being, kind of an engineering, nerd and a history nerd, I always try to make a trip to the Hoover Dam. It's crazy because that never gets old, even after like 200 times. And I look at things like where the water level was and, contemplate the intake towers and that sort of thing. And of course, there's the obligatory standing on the line between Nevada and Arizona, jumping back and forth, time traveling as it were. But
you do that in Jersey and New York too. It's just not as fun.
So, for me, that's it. But I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to this time, and it's going to sound cliche, and it's not, is, truly what I like most about Vegas. And I think for most people who go to Vegas and vacation there, this isn't going to make any sense. So I'll just say it. But truly what I look forward to the most when I go to Vegas is I know I'm going to an event that's in our industry, and I'm going to see friends. Mm-hmm. And so that's, for me, it feels like a family reunion every time. Gosh, even you, John, we live 2.5 hours apart. And I bet I think I've been to your house twice in my life, and I've probably seen you 100 of those times in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Just how it has worked out over the years.
Yeah, it's that is the nature of what we do in the industry. So anyway, with that, I guess, I know it's not really what you want me to say about things outside of Vegas, but I'm truly excited about the people I will see at the show. And one of the things I'm actually really kind of excited about is South Point is, it's south of the Strip. It's kind of its own little island. It's sort of a self-sufficient little thing that exists down there. And so I like that. It's, it's almost, there's less distraction going on,
Yeah, everything's in one building. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have more time together, and it's easy to get to the Strip if you want to go, and whatever be good for you. But I'm just looking forward to hanging out.
For sure. Howie, let's jump up into the corner there. What are some of the things you're looking forward to?
I am looking forward to meeting the Disc Jockey News family again. I just personally feel like the Disc Jockey News TV crew is a family, and the lineup you put together, they're going to be new family members. I'm really looking forward to that because there's an old saying that, if you buy a book and you just get one good idea out of it, it was worth it. Well, I'm the same way when I go to these conventions and the meetups. But I have never left one, even with all my experience. I've never walked away from any of these events with just one great idea or a new friendship. And I am thrilled to just see all these people. I cannot wait to meet some of the new friends, like these first time speakers. I mean, it's wonderful. I learn something each time. I mean, there's young people that I can learn from. There's the seasoned veterans that I can learn. There's new technology that goes on all the time. I might not be up on it, and I could just be looking over my shoulder. I'll be there doing my job, but my eyes are going to be opening. I'll be watching, and I'll be, I just got something there. And then it's like, wow, this whole thing was worth it.
You've been in the industry for 3 or 4 years now, I think.
I'm thinking about doing it for a living, in a few years. So, yeah.
Give it a shot. You never know, bud.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to getting even with a few guys that surprised me at the DJ meetup. Some singers and cupcake givers, maybe, I don't know. But it was just your birthday. I love the camaraderie. I
survived my birthday call, didn't you? You're gonna be okay.
it's just, I mean, the love. I mean, when I meet with the folks that I already know, it's always a hug and a big smile. Where are you going to get that? I mean, the lineup John has put together and the people here, and then I don't know, just developing the friendships like with Ben. You know, we're kindred spirits. I got a pretty good idea, and I have never said a word, and I won't say a word about our private conversations, but I am really looking forward to that particular keynote speech, because I think it'll have a lot to say to my heart, and I really think it's going to help a lot of people. If I'm really, really looking forward to seeing everyone. I mean, that is the biggest thing. Although I am going to absorb a lot of tech stuff and ideas and industry related stuff, but it's the personal relationships that, like, come on, we were in Atlantic City, and what did we do? Here we are fooling around on the boardwalk with eating funnel cake, taking pictures of us with the Ferris wheel in the background, and crazy stuff. I mean, it's wonderful, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
I mean, Vegas has a Ferris wheel.
And we have to go and get a picture in front of that with Ben holding a funnel cake.
And a high roller. I don't know if you can get a decent.
I don't think they're called funnel cakes in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, if you have enough money, you can get anything in Vegas, you know. But
the Ferris wheel, that doesn't work.
We didn't go on it. We just took pictures.
Dean, you're just in time.
Yeah, Dean, we're up to you. We were just
really signing off.
Wow,
Mr. Carlson, how are you, babe?
Hey, my friend, how's life?
Great.
You know what? Well, the way you guys are all tiled on my screen here, I don't know how this looks to the viewers, but it looked like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
Here's a story.
I'm like looking down at Dean, he's looking up at me, like, "Hi, Dean, hello."
Nice to see you.
So, Dean, what we were just kind of going through and sharing something we were looking forward to. It doesn't necessarily have to be part of the show. If there's something with the show, then I wanted you to share kind of a second thing that was more Vegas, the Vegas experience, of something that you look forward to whenever you go down to Vegas for shows or for events, for those people who've never been there before, like Donnie Much.
I take it by him joking around. You've been out to Vegas 5 times this year already? Or
No, Donnie. This is actually Donnie's second time.
2 times ever.
No,
ever. Okay.
This will be his second time, so we're kind of excited that he's able to come on out there, and he and his wife will be there with us next week. But so, Dean, what's something that's kind of standing out that you're looking forward to for next week?
You know, I'm really excited about 2 things actually. I want to see the different atmosphere that the photo booth part of the expo adds to everything. I've heard big numbers about that type of thing, so I'm kind of interested in that. And I'm probably the number one thing I'm most interested in is reconnecting with some people that I don't get to see very often. That I've become friends with from around the world, and they show up at these events, and we get to do lunch or dinner or something, and at least spend some time together, reconnecting and just really grounding ourselves back in where we're at overall. So the networking part of the event is huge for me overall. So obviously there's a lot of great content. I'm looking, there's a lot of good seminars that I'm looking forward to. Maybe too much. I'm reviewing the thing, and I mean, it's great presentation after great presentation after great presentation. I'm like, wow, man, you can't just pick and choose. You got to do a lot of it. But I'm looking forward to seeing, a whole bunch of people I don't get to see normally.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. Vegas. Something, your trips to Vegas, the highlight then seeing friends, or is there something else you like to do when you guys go down to Vegas?
I've been to Vegas a lot. This is probably the first year that I went to Mobile Beat was 2004, 2005.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
It was a long time ago. And, when you first start going to Vegas, obviously the thing is that you want to go see the casinos and you want to gamble and you want to, do that sort of thing. And, after a little while, that sort of wears thin. At least it did for me, and that is not as interesting anymore. I can take or leave gambling if I want to. It's not really something that I get off on anymore. I've really gotten interested in side trips now. And over the last several years, I've done some pretty amazing things. Overall, I've been out to Red Rock a couple times now, and that, I tell you, I rent a car just so I can get around. If you go to Vegas, I highly recommend that you rent a car. It's cheap and it's easy to get to a lot of different places. I've been to the Grand Canyon. I've done the dam. I do things that are not necessarily strip. This year, I actually am dragging 2 DJs along for my market. Mark Spin's coming along. He just signed up last week. And then his brother Andrew Spin are coming out.
Oh, excellent.
So we're all sharing a room and going to do that thing. But Andrew and I, we're going golfing on Thursday. So we're going to stay through Thursday. We're going to find a real nice golf course and swing some clubs because we haven't done that. Hey, when did it first snow in Minnesota? We got in Duluth, we've had 77 inches of snow this fall. I don't know if it's as bad up in Bemidji, but I haven't seen green in a long time. So, so I think we're going to do that. And the other thing I want to do is I want to go dune buggying. I want to do the dune buggies. So 2 different things that I'm really interested in doing this year are dune buggies and golf. Yeah. So off, out of the convention.
Yeah. No, excellent. Yeah. That's kind of neat. It's because Ben's talked about this on our show a little bit, where he's gone to. Ben, there was a place that you went that had UFOs or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, so that was Roswell, but I was actually just going to ask you, Dean, if you've ever done the black mailbox.
I haven't. Where's that at?
There we go.
Well, I can't tell you.
Oh, okay. I'll find it. I'll start doing some looking tonight.
I think you, me, and Howie should go hit the little alien and the black box and black mailbox and all that.
Yeah.
I'd be down for
our
that.
seminars just in case we get detained.
Yeah, well, I'm the second seminar, so we're done, and I think you're right before me, Ben. So we're good to go. After that, if they take us, we're fine.
Game on.
Yeah. 2 boys missing from Minnesota. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, we can play dumb. I play dumb pretty. It comes naturally. I'm like,
no idea.
Well, excellent. For those of you who want to find out more information about the show, we start next Monday at noon Pacific time. You can go to DJNTV.com/show, and that'll take you to the page with the full schedule, the hours for the chill room. Jay Brennan, who's been in the chat room there, Jay is going to be there and being part of the chill room with Brian Red. And then, of course, we've got the educational content that's going to be going on throughout Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The exhibit hall opens Tuesday evening, and everything else completely grinds to a halt as we all head to the exhibit hall. And it's going to be that crazy photo booth side of things that just makes it a really kind of a fun party atmosphere. So Monday night party, there's going to be a kind of a networking party Monday night. That's kind of an 80s, 90s theme event, kind of a throwback party. So that'll be happening Monday night in our room, actually, the Brunswick room here at the event. And then Wednesday night, there is a PBX party, the big PBX annual party that's going on Wednesday night, and that will be at the showroom at the South Point. So that's going to be a big party, and we've got some of our DJ brothers and sisters who are going to be spinning at that event. And all that information, you can go on out to DJNTV.com/show and find out about that. So excellent. I think we've covered our bases.
John, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go, please.
Outside of the convention, I've been to Vegas probably the same amount of times that Ben is. A very dear, probably one of my best friends in the entire world in this business and out of this business, still lives there. This is a gentleman that was a musical director for the last 5 years of the Studio 54, where Hakkasan is now.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to spend some time with the man that every day perfects his craft as a DJ and everything, and one of my favorite people in the entire world. That's one of the things that I look forward to, going out and just hanging out with everybody and enjoying each other's company and learning from everybody, because every day I learn something new. But also, it is an absolute honor to be a part of this. Jordan and I are going to have so much fun on Tuesday. And then I have the honor of hosting the final party on Wednesday night, with all those wonderful DJs that we've got coming in. Mike Fernino, I hear, is my right, John? Mike Fernino is one of the DJs for Monday night.
Yep, he's the main entertainment.
Yep, okay,
main guy
beautiful.
Monday night. Yeah, he'll be.
But you know what? Just going out, and I love the South Point. It's been 10 years since I've been there, but you know, as Ben said, it's an entity all its own, because it's got a movie theater, it's got a bowling alley, you know, and it's got everything more restaurants, whatever the case may be, and it's also closer to my favorite restaurant ever, the Bootlegger. So just looking forward to seeing everybody and hanging out with one of my best friends that I don't get to hang out with too often.
Excellent.
And thank you, John, for this.
Yeah, well, thank you all for being with us, and thank you guys for watching.
And real quick, and Big Daddy, I just got to say that Jen is excited to see you.
Well, yeah.
Donnie, we're gonna have a wonderful time.
It'll be a lot of fun. So, once again, go to DJNTV.com/show to find out more information. And if it works out, I'd love to see you next week in Vegas. Gentlemen, thank you much. And we will catch you guys at the top of the hour with our next show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.